Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Tate plans a surprise for Holly at the shuttered pub after expressing gratitude to Roman over the phone. There are gifts on a table and a happy birthday banner behind the bar. Sophia calls him while he's waiting. They affirmed that they will go on Friday evening for the clinic outside of the state, where she will have an abortion on Saturday. He tells her that no one else will find out and reassures her that she is not alone. Maggie presents Holly with a gift from her mother at the Kiriakis' mansion. After phoning Nicole to express gratitude for the perfume, Holly dashes to the pub with Tate's gifts. When Sarah enters her bedroom, she discovers Xander in his kilt, shirtless, for the Horton Christmas party. When he had nowhere else to go, Jack gladly let him to remain at the Horton house, and he regrets how he treated him. They determine that, if they act quickly, they have enough time to get Sarah on Santa's bad list before the party, as they canoodle and admire one another. The fact that Xander is a true Scotsman and has nothing on underneath his kilt helps. In the square, Jack, JJ, and Jennifer talk about how Chad and the kids traveled to Orlando and the reasons behind Jennifer's mistrust of Doug 3. She has made inquiry into the reason for his incarceration. Jack thinks it was for a small matter, but JJ fears he might be dangerous. As Doug leaves Leo a voicemail regarding selling the diamond necklace, Julie discovers him in the Horton living room. She heard him mention that he needed money. He makes up the story that he begged his father for money so he could pay her rent because he is unemployed. She won't listen to it. There will always be a place for him to remain. He will actually be a part of their beautiful Horton family tradition tonight. When Holly gets to the pub, Tate surprises her. Given that it falls on Christmas, he wanted to make her 18th birthday extra special. It's the kindest thing anyone has ever done for her, she tells him. She gives him tickets to his favorite band's Friday night performance, and he gives her a charm bracelet engraved with their initials. Tate pretends that he must go to California that day to see his grandparents. Tate's expression changes to one of guilt as Holly shows empathy. Holly goes to hang her Horton ornament before they unwrap additional presents. Sean arrives to the Kiriakis' estate with a present for Maggie after visiting Uncle Vic at the mausoleum. When she opens a framed picture of herself and Victor, she starts crying. As they recall the patriarch of Kiriakis, Constantine's name is spoken. Since Constantine gave her Victor's portrait, she questions if she should trash it. Sean claims that although Constantine is no longer with them, their love endures. Julie describes the family custom to Doug while at the Horton residence, opening the box of Horton decorations. She tells him about his remarkable grandfather, Doug, who put love and heart into everything he did. Knowing that Doug was there to keep her company would make him happy. Doug senses the ghost of his grandfather. Julie, crying, describes him as a smart young guy. Julie informs Doug that she didn't have time to make him an ornament when Jennifer, Jack, and JJ arrive, but she vows to do it next year. The Devereaux household becomes tense. Though Julie maintains that he is family, Doug points out that he isn't actually a Horton. If so, JJ is curious about him, including the reason behind his incarceration. Julie accuses JJ of being impolite, but JJ believes the question is reasonable given that Doug will be residing in the house. Doug acknowledges JJ's worries and says he was excited to meet his new family when he heard about them because he and his father were never close. He learned of Doug's death while traveling to Salem, got into an intoxicated altercation at a pub, and was detained without posting bail. To confirm, they can give Chicago police a call. Julie says that won't be required. She glares at the doubtful Devereaux as she gives him a hug. Xander gives Sarah a gift in bed. She finds a pair of red strappy heels inside a sizable gift box. When Maggie was able to walk and dance once more, Mickey gave her red shoes, and he wanted to honor that. Sarah fights back tears and yells, "Damn it, Xander. All I got for you was an air fryer." Maggie is now joined in the living room by Xander, who is wearing his kilt, and Sarah, who is wearing red shoes. Maggie is informed by Xander that the story of Sarah and Mickey served as the inspiration for Sarah's gift. They depart to hang ornaments after marveling at their individual love stories. Maggie goes to Victor's portrait with tears in her eyes and says, "Happy Christmas, Victor." Sean greets the Devereaux at the Horton house after meeting Doug, his first cousin. He is aware that Jada gave JJ a job offer, so perhaps they might work together. JJ continues to consider his alternatives. Victoria is accompanied by Xander, Sarah, and Maggie. Holly comes in, but Maggie remains in the entryway. Julie delivers the food and presents it to Doug. As Doug looks at her, Holly looks about uneasily. The family gleefully responds to an animated Julie in the Horton living room. Julie claims that the spirit of the people who came before them is present throughout the entire house when the Hortons assemble in the living room. She is happy to be among them all. "Even me?" asks Xander. "Yes, Xander," Julie replies, furrowing her brow. "Even you." Among the ornaments of absent family members, they hang their own. Julie asks Doug to hang his grandfather's ornament once she picks up the final one. She asks him to do it for her, but he is hesitant. Julie's is hung next to Doug's. After they're done, Xander hesitantly goes up to Jack. He apologizes for not providing them with the information they were looking for about Abigail. Jack gives him credit. Xander asks after the spectator and then walks away from Jack. Jack halts him. Jack holds out his hand and says, "Happy Christmas, old friend." Xander gives him a joyful embrace. Julie asks JJ to lead them in a Christmas carol tonight, reminding everyone that Doug used to do so. Everyone joins in as JJ sings "O Come, All Ye Faithful." Jack looks at a sincere Xander while Holly and Doug observe. After the celebrations, JJ is by himself and inquires about his parents' opinions of Doug's narrative. Even after Jack explains that it can be verified, Jennifer continues to have doubts about him. JJ promises to watch out for Doug when they return to Boston tomorrow. He has made the decision to remain and accept the position at the Salem PD. When they are alone at the Kiriakis mansion, Xander puts on music and dances with Sarah while she is wearing her brand new shoes. Holly thanks Tate for making her birthday so memorable and blows out a candle on a cupcake at the pub. He is the world's greatest boyfriend. Feeling embarrassed, Tate says he must tell her something. "I love you," he says after a pause. Between giggles, they share a kiss when she responds. Julie turns to Doug's ornament on the tree after bidding Doug 3 good night at the Horton house. She remembers giving him a watch that read, "To my secret love," on their first Christmas together. She says, "Gone from my sight," as she shuts her eyes in the present. "Never from my heart." Her sparkling eyes look up to the sky. "Happy Christmas, my darling."